Hi everyone, Leanne here from Jaded Blossom, and it is day 2 of our October 2021 release, and I have a card and a tag to share with you today. Hey everybody, so I am using our new stamp sets, Pumpkin Spice Season, along with Pumpkin Juice, and our new Give Thanks stamp set and word outline dies. And I'm using our fall banner dies, our luggage tag dies, our card mat dies, our scalloped oval dies along with the stitched oval dies, and our milk carton die, that front layer. So I went ahead and pre-stamped the images with Ink on 3's blackout ink onto Nina Desert Storm cardstock. And I cut them out using the cup I cut out using my Brother Scan and Cut with a 0.4 border, and the other one I cut out with our milk carton die, that front layer, with my Gemini machine. So quickly, I've got my luggage tag die cut out of paper tray ink craft cardstock, and I've got the top layer of it cut out of that same pad that I'm using. You saw that I showed you that I'm using the Echo Park Happy Fall 6-inch pad. So that pattern paper is from that pad. I'm going to quickly stick this down with ATG tape and art glitter glue around the edges. And I'm just making sure it's nice and lined up. And then I will be adding on the reinforcement that comes on that luggage tag die. That paper is also from that pad. And I'm sticking that down with my art glitter glue. So just quickly sticking that down. And then we will have a quick little luggage tag here. These luggage tag dies are awesome. I use them all the time. They're super fabulous. There we go. They always fit all of our stamped little tag stamps that we have. So that image was colored, like I said, with Copics. They'll all be listed on my blog. And then it was cut out with that top layer of the milk carton dies. And I'm going to pop that up using 3M foam tape onto this tag front. I find it easier to line things up when it's sideways. I don't know why, but anyway. So I'm just sticking that down. And like I said, all the colors will be listed on my blog. And now I've got a piece of Stampin' Up! Ribbon, and it just goes with the pattern paper, so that's what I'm going with. I'm going to thread that through the hole, and I'm going to tie it with some twine. I'm going to trim off my edges of this ribbon with a pair of scissors. Those are my dedicated fabric scissors, and then I'm going to use my reverse tweezers to hold on to that ribbon. Now, first, this is what I was thinking of using first. That's Lawn Fawn twine in a craft color, but I ended up changing my mind and using jute instead. And I don't know why I left this in the video, but I did. So let's talk about other things. This is an awesome release. I'm loving all of these fall stamps and dies. Fall is my favorite season, so I love making fall cards. So here we are. So now I've got my jute twine, and I don't even know the brand of this, but I'm tying this ribbon with a jute bow, using my reverse tweezers to hold my ribbon in place, and then I'll quickly tie a little bow here. I'm not a professional at this. Usually I use my Bow Easy, but when I'm tying ribbon, you kind of have to do it by hand, so that's what I'm doing. I'm not even really in line here. I'm having one of these filming difficulties. There we go, but you know, you can see what I'm sort of doing. I'm trimming off the edges of that. And now I'm going to start my card. So that paper is from that same pad, cut with the card mat dies, the largest one. And I'm going to stick that down onto the paper tray ink craft cardstock base, 4.25 by 11, scored at 5.5 with my Martha Stewart scoreboard and a Teflon bone folder. Now I'm just going to line up this card mat die on the front of this card base. There we go. Perfect. And then I'm going to grab my layer. So what I did was I cut out the scalloped oval die from that same paper tray ink craft cardstock. And then the oval die, the stitched oval die, is cut out of that patterned paper from that pad again. And I'm just going to pop that on to the center of my stitched or scalloped oval die. There we go. Just trying to keep things centered as well as I can. And, you know, I'm challenged at that these days, but, you know, what can I say? So there we go. Now, when I color my images, I always choose my paper first, and then I color my images accordingly. And that's what I did. I chose this pad, and then I colored my images. So there we go. I'm going to stick that stitched oval down onto that card base with my ATG tape, just getting things centered as well as I can. There we go. And now I'm going to be adding my little pumpkin mug, which is adorable. I'm going to pop that up with 3M foam tape and some Stampin' Up! Dimensionals to fill in, you know, around this tape as well as I can. I use the small ones and the normal sized ones. And quickly just sticking down all my 3M foam, or not my 3M foam, my Stampin' Up! Dimensionals. Some people say I overdo it with the foam, but I'd rather not have a saggy popped up image. So that's what I do. So now I'm going to pop this onto the front of my card and get that in place. There we go. And what I did, I went ahead and mass stamped all the sentiments from that what's it called? Give Thanks stamp set in VersaFine Clear Pinecone ink onto dark orange cardstock from dark orange cardstock. It's Basis cardstock from cutcardstock.com. And I actually went ahead and pre-cut out these little leaves from the fall banner dies out of that same cardstock. So I'm going to add my little leaves using my EK Success tweezers to get my fingers out of the way, and Stampin' Up! Dimensionals just to pop up those images there. There we go. Oops, I'm just trying to get that in place. There we go. Can't live without my EK Success tweezers. So now I'm going to add my sentiment. And like I said, these sentiments I stamped out on the first day using my Misty and that VersaFine Clear Pinecone ink onto dark orange Basis cardstock from cutcardstock.com. And now I'm going to add that sentiment, and then we will be in business. I'm using the Give Thanks sentiment, and I'm going to pop that up so it's got 2 layers of Stampin' Up! Dimensionals, just so it, sits above the cup, giving it a little bit more dimension, because dimension's fun, right? There we go. And now I'm going to add a little leaf to the center of that bow on my tag. And then I'm going to go ahead and add honeybees. What are they called? Honeybees Warm Honey Sequin Mix. I'm going to add them. I'm going to sprinkle them here and there, just to give some dimension. I'm using my Studio Katia embellishment wand along with some art glitter glue. And there we go, just to give it a little something, something, a little bit of bling. Because, bling is everything. And like I said, the Copic markers will be listed on my blog. So if you'd like to color them like me, they'll be listed there. And there we go, just adding in all my little sequins on this one. So it'll be all blinged up for you. And there we are. So like I said before, I'm loving this release. I love fall cards and I love everything fall, so I just think it's beautiful. So thank you so much for stopping by. Be sure to hop on over to the Jaded Blossom blog and to hop on over to the store and check out these products. They'll be going out live on Friday, but you can get them early through the Gotta Have It Now. And that's all. So we'll see you soon in my next video, which will be tomorrow. So come back. See you, everybody. Bye.